just gonna go for it a little bit early. But that'll give me a chance to get things set up, make sure it's working good. This is looking fine. Okay. Can I lower this bad boy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. This feels almost invasive, and I'm kind of a fan of this. Okay. Why doesn't the chat stay up? That's really annoying. Okay, I should look that up here. Give me 1 second. Okay, if you want the obvious to stay visible regardless of what you're doing, you can force it to stay in the foreground. Go to the View menu at the top, select Always on Top. Ah, no. Where's the chat doc? Live chat. Oh, it looks like somebody's here. I don't know if that's just me or if that's somebody else. I'm just trying. This chat window keeps disappearing on me while I'm trying to open Logic here. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe what I'll do what I did last time, just so I'm not wasting time, folks. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Mute that bad boy. Bring this bad boy up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is looking right. And we'll just do live chat because I want to make sure I can see everybody. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. All right, let's get into the mixing. So we did a little bit the last day on Friday. Just when I sat down here, I made a couple small little adjustments. I went into it last year being pretty, or last. I went into it last session being pretty aggressive with compression and stuff. So I didn't like it. So I'm pulling back that a little bit. Ooh. Okay, this is the other thing. My mix right now is like super loud, so I'm gonna bring everything. Actually, I can probably do that with like the different compressions and stuff. Let's pull down the makeup on the bass here. I'm being so dumb. I'm being so dumb already. Great start. This is a great start. Okay, there we go. Let's pull this down a little. Let's pull the drive down. I'm getting like a high-pitched sound. I don't know if anybody else is. Do, do, do. So right now everything's way too loud. Oh, that's where the vocal is. It's in the bass. Yeah, that sounds a little bit nicer. Oh man, I have everything just so cranked. I don't need this. I was feeling real excited about using effects the other day, and I just started going hard. But we don't need that. I probably will compress this one a little bit further. That one particular note's like pretty rough. Where is that? This one? Just gain this bad boy down a little bit. Oh. The panning is a little bit crazy on this. Hey, hey, hey! So glad you could join me. I started a little bit early just because I wanted to make sure I got all the settings right, and I just been touching up kind of what we did last time. I went into it real hard last time, listening back. Everything was compressed, pretty hard. So I've kind of reduced a lot of that, and then also I'm finding everything was super loud, so I'm bringing it all down. That's 8, and then These drums are insane. I guess I can just bring this whole thing in.
I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter.
Let me just hear these bad boys for a second, I think. Yeah, a little bit too much low end, I think. Is that gonna be crazy? That's kind of nice. I like the little rattle.
I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under.
See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm honestly under.
Still crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Did you did those logic files work for you?
I'm honestly under.
Okay, why is this? Let's turn this down even further.
I'm honestly under influence of all I see.
Also, the guitar is like crazy loud. I think I can do this and do this.
I'm honestly under influence of all I see. And I pull.
Cool, no rush at all. Um,
I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under influence of all I see. And I poke my head.
yeah. Let's bring those down a little bit.
I'm honestly under.
A little bit of that verb.
I'm honestly under influence of all I see. And I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep 1 foot from entering. And I keep on starting over one.
I was hoping I was going to be able to just like mix the groups, but it really doesn't feel like it. I think I'm going to have to split into individual tracks to really make this sound good.
And I keep on starting over once I get cursory knowledge of anything. I'm an imposter.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, that was crazy.
Anything. I'm an imposter.
Everything's going to be a little bit crazy for the first little bit here. else am I hearing here?
I'm an imposter.
Is it the verb that I'm hearing? Yeah, that's a little much. I'm just gonna get rid of it, I think.
I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered 4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me.
Oh, I don't even have anything on this. I have some on the individuals, though, maybe. Yeah, just this one. I'm just doing random stuff here. I'm not 100% sure what's working or what's not. I'm just trying to get everything kind of set right.
But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building.
Everything's so loud. But this will help once I get everything kind of leveled better. It's gonna be so much better. And let me know if this is all really hard to hear or something. Holy cow. I'm just gonna these are all nuts. Okay, bass sax is obviously nuts as well. Like, what is that EQ curve? It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Ooh, those drums sound a little weird. There's too much high end on this. Like, way too much. Do I want kind of like a lower? Okay, I think we're almost at the point where everything's going to be kind of the same volume. These drums are just nuts. So I'm trying to make it so that everything, at least all the groups are going to be able to sit at 0 on the fader, just so that I can have an easier time mixing this. But certain things it's kind of hard to do without going into each individual instrument, but I think it's worth it. Oh, do I have automation on this? I do. Let's get rid of that. Because I want to be able to bring this up to 0.
I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed.
Let's throw a spread on this. I don't know why I didn't do this last time. That's what this needs. That's what this needs. Nice.
I'm an imposter, but I don't.
And let's bump it a tiny little bit.
I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under influence of all I see, and I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep one foot from entering, and I keep.
I have this weird feeling today. Like some days everything kind of just sounds right, and then today, like everything sounds weird to me, and I don't know. If it's like maybe some of the EQ I'm putting in here is like throwing it off, or uh, or it's like the headphones or something like that. Or if it's just like the humidity in the air today.
And I keep on starting over once I get cursory knowledge of anything. I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter.
Look at that. Obviously, these lines need to come way up, and I think I could just.
Anything. I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered 4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things.
Okay, I can turn that bad boy up. That should be a little better. I'm also maybe talking a little quiet, not intentionally, but let me know if that's better.
I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under influence of all I see, and I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep one foot from entering, and I keep on starting over once I get cursory knowledge of anything. I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered 4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours.
Drums and percussion, I have super quiet. Let's just add a compressor so I can bring this back up to 0.
It's too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me. But there's no looking back and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building my life how I see fit.
Um, the there's a bunch of little things that I'm not liking, but I'm more concerned with just kind of like leveling everything properly and EQing the really bad stuff out, and then I'll go through and fix all the little things. Something sounds like a click in there to me. Sidechain's a little aggressive on this. It doesn't need to be a lot. It could be super suts. It's the kick drum or something. Oh, you know what? It totally is. I remember bumping the EQ on the kick. Oh, I should probably label. Ooh, I didn't label anything. uh, so I forgot to do that. I forgot to label anything on the stems. Just so you know, I can label it and update it. Um, but that might be hard. I'll start now. I'll start now. Although this isn't the file I'm sending, I'm obviously sending the one before I started mixing. So, just keep that in mind. It should be pretty easy to tell, but there is a lot of tracks. So, yeah, I want to pull out like there's like a click sound I'm trying to get rid of here. Let's see what that sounds like. It's still sounding like, I don't know if you can hear it. There's a real pop in there that's not nice to me. I wonder, why do I even have a compressor on this? I don't think I need that. I don't need that compressor. I want this one instead. Okay, obviously this is sounding very small right now. Kick drum. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. So how can I get rid of that? The kick drum's just sounding kind of lame right now. I wonder if it's because it's in the group. I'm going to pull the kick drum out of the group and treat it totally separately. Oh, it sounds so much better.
I'm honestly under influence of all I see.
I don't know if
I'm building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy building my life how I see. Happy
It's just like totally peaking and you can barely hear it. It's kind of weird. I'm going to try taking the EQ off here. This is obviously crazy, but kind of don't hate it. This is hard. Okay, and these chorus BGs are too much. Did I treat these with separate verbs? I did.
Just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. Happy just knowing.
Why? Why did I do that? I don't even remember. But that's okay. That's okay. We're figuring this out.
Happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom. Happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom. And I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it. I'll admit it's kinda nice.
Okay, that's sounding a little bit better. Just give me 1 second while I got this
I'm an
playing.
imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under the influence of all I see, and I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep 1 foot from entering, and I keep on starting over once I get cursory knowledge of anything. I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered.
Let's get some highs. A little bit more highs in this bad boy.
4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours. It's too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades, and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me. But there's no looking back, imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've given up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. They will call me insane for not picking a lane, and maybe that's not quite inaccurate. But if I lose my head while I'm making my bed, I guess I'll have no choice but to lay in it. Now I see fit, I've been doing it right. Every piece of it, I don't know where I'm going.
Where is that vocal line? Is it this one?
Been doing it.
No, it's right before. Oh, that's right. I separated these. Where's build in my life? Or no. This is oh, I have the tone maxed on this. Why does it sound bad? Pull the drive down a bit. I think it needs some EQ. Let's pull out some of the mud. Also, let's get rid of some. Oh, shit. It's weird. This is like maxed out. Oh, because it's in BGs. Okay, I gotta pull this out of BGs. This has gotta be a standalone guy. Treat this differently. I kind of regret grouping everything. I should have maybe done it all not grouped, but it was so easy to. It was nice when I wasn't mixing. Now that I'm mixing, the grouping kind of sucks. Yeah, that's in. Ow, I'm sorry. Ow. Where's the verb coming from? Oh, no, where is the verb coming from here? I don't have it in a group. I don't have any sends. Universal stems package with each layer in a separate wave. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I gotta clean everything up. I gotta make sure all the stems start at 0. So I have to figure out how to do that. But I love that you're using old Audacity. That I think that's so cool. I will figure that out when I get the chance. Just I've been in a little bit of crisis mode. Here's let's talk some tea on this. Been a little bit of crisis mode because well, like this weekend we had a bunch of stuff to do, but I've been struggling with like this video, the one I released, the big one. My click through rate on it, so this is YouTube talk. My click through rate on it was super low. It was performing super well the first day. Like I was really excited, and then by like day 2, basically all the views disappeared on it. So uh, I was kind of like desperately trying to come up with new thumbnails and titles, and it's my least favorite part of YouTube. The fact that you know the ideas that do the best on YouTube seem to be really simple ideas that can like really easily be condensed down into a single thumbnail and like the shortest possible title. And so most creators will prioritize making videos about stuff that they can condense into a thumbnail and a title. Um, Unfortunately, none of the things I really want to do. I mean, there might be ideas out there that I just haven't thought of that are like perfect that can have that perfect packaging of thumbnail and title, but this one doesn't. So, there's too much going on in the video, and it's just really kind of stressful to, see like so many views and see all these comments that are so positive, and like I know people would like this video if they saw it, but nobody's seeing it because of the thumbnail and title, and that stresses me out. So I've been spending like my free time trying to figure that out. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the effort. Um, well, I think it's worth the effort, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, there's the reverb. I found Um, yeah, it bothers me. It bothers me, and so that's something that I've been really struggling with the last couple days here. So, just so you know, it's the it's the problem with art on YouTube, really. Oh, hold on, my dad's calling me. My mom was in doing some stuff, so let me just hang tight. Hey, what's up? Hello. Yay, how are you feeling? Yeah. Are you, that's good. It's so good to see your face. Good, good. I am mid live stream right now, but I wanted to make sure that you were good. Good. And so you're staying the night? That's fun. A little sleepover party at the at the hospital. Okay. You guys can watch it if you want, and then that's it. Okay. Thank you for calling. I love you. Bye. 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 Okay. Sorry. My father called. Do 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 do. Okay. Anyways, so that was my spiel. Sorry, it's a little. I can be a little bit of a downer sometimes about that stuff because it's. I think as artists we want to obviously be able to share our art, and then, um, it doesn't get the exposure because it's not. Uh, I mean, it's maybe it's just not for everybody, which is fine. But it's like seeing all of those great comments, and I feel like people would love to see this, but it's just nobody's finding it, so stresses me out. Yeah, we want to keep that. We want to keep that. Let's fade this out a little bit better. Nice. Let's put the drive back.
I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't
can come up a bit too.
Maybe that's not quite inaccurate, but if I lose my head while I'm making my bed, I guess I'll have no choice but to lay in it. I give up. Now I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it.
I like this harm, I think. How is there so many of those? Oh, I condensed these down into one. I don't know why I did that, but okay. I like that one.
I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. Won't need to fake it, I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like.
Okay, so we want to fix that. This.
I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me.
So we're gonna pop some EQ on this.
I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. I'll admit.
Oh shit, sorry. Apologize to myself there.
I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. I'll admit it's.
And then this one I'm going to keep the original 3D printed reverb on it just for fun. These?
I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me.
That sax solo is loud right now. Oh, that's why.
I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me.
Still very loud.
It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made. I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed.
Okay, this guy, I think I'm going to pull the lows further down on it and bump the vols on it.
Supposed to be. I'm honestly under the influence of all I see, and I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep 1 foot from entering, and I keep on starting over. Once I get cursory knowledge of anything, I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered.
Ooh, there's something cool in there.
Imposter.
Yeah, what is happening there? Is it in this? Or is it in the drums? I literally don't know what it is, but
I should have mastered.
that's funny you say that because I actually was thinking about seeing if I could 3D print a vinyl record. Um, I just yeah, it wouldn't be able to be flat. It would have to be like the Edison the tube one because I have so much more resolution on the z-axis than I do on the x and y. So theoretically, I think I could build a cylinder one and actually have the audio coded into the cylinder, and it would be like I would have to make everything bigger. So like the what is it a phonograph? The thing with the needle on it would have to be a bigger version of what they usually are, and it would probably only be able to hold one song on there, but something I want to try for sure. But yeah, like this video. Well, first of all, like the 3D printed instrument thing, there's a lot of creators that are trying it uh, in the music space and in the 3D printing space. And I think the sort of it's mostly just like, oh, this instrument sounds silly, this instrument sounds pretty good. Um, that's a lot of what 3D printed instrument videos sound like, or that's a lot of what they are. Um, so then I'm trying to throw the song angle at it. So this is no longer a video about just 3D printing instruments, which would be really packageable. But also nobody's watching those videos. None of those 3D printed instrument videos do very well. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I can write music with them. That'll make that ups the stakes. That actually makes it like, not just a gimmicky video. That makes it a video of like actually trying to do something with them. But unfortunately, that adds complexity to the thumbnail and title. And then on top of that, doing like it's also with no effects. That's another thing in the thumbnail and title. So all of these things just add complexity, which I think makes the video cooler, but it makes it harder to package. And yeah, I mean, thumbnail title packaging is an art form in itself, and it's something that I've been studying and been trying to figure out. But when it comes down to it, when I think about a video idea that I want to work on, it rarely lines up with the video ideas that I think are going to have the best packaging. And so that's sort of the battle. Like, I want to be able to spend all this time on a project like this, but if I can actually get some traction with it, then it's totally worth it. But like this took me 2 months to do, and like it did great at the beginning, and I'm so grateful for that. But it certainly did not. It's not making the time worth it at all. Um, mm, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know very much about audio encoding or anything like that, so that's something I would definitely need to look into before I got before I tried that. Um, but I think it's a cool idea, and I think it's totally worth trying.
4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to still.
These guys need to do better. I'm losing the symbol. Is it good here? No, it's so quiet. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bump these boys. Maybe with some. Should I pull these out? I might pull these out of the group so they're treated a little differently. But I will make a new group so I can do these all at once. Let's compress this. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's why I did that. Okay.
Poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep 1 foot from entering. An imposter. I'm an imposter. I'm building my life. Now I see fit. I've been doing it right.
This is where I'm gonna have to automate. So like obviously this is gonna have to be louder now.
In my life, now I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. Me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've given up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just
This guy. Okay. I gotta separate these. Why did I even call that guitar dynamic? That's so weird.
like me. Don't me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've given up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
Where are those ones? Are those in here? Oh yeah.
I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. Me.
Oopsies.
Like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've given up 1,000 times, but I guess that but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
so quiet. Those are like nothing. Let's just bump these. Okay. These are really quiet. But it's because everything's being compressed. I think I'm going to pull these out. I got to pull everything out of groups. Okay. That one's just way louder.
Keep on building my life. Now I see fit. I've been doing it
It's a bit too much.
in my life. Now I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going. I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom. And I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be. I'll admit it's keep on building my life. Now I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going. And I don't give a shit.
These are too much now. There's too much sustain on these.
I'm building my life. Now
Is it because of the ratio? Yeah, let's back that way off.
I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going. And I don't
This one, I want to add a little bit more flavor to it.
where I'm going. 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 And I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom. And I'd love some.
There's no symbol there. Was that intentional? Where did I put my symbies? I think there should be a symbol there.
And I'd love.
Maybe just these ones?
I'd love some.
Oh no, it sounds weird. That's why I didn't do it.
And I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom. And I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it. I'll admit it's kinda nice. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be.
think this needs to come up in a nice way. Let's hide the mud. That actually really kind of kills it in a way.
An imposter like me. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. Me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. Me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see in me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. Me. Another way through this life. Me. They will call me insane for not picking a lane and make.
Can I get rid of these actually?
They will call me insane for not picking a lane.
Maybe I can do this. Do this. Beep, 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 and then I'll just do like a lo-fi version of it here. Just pull all the so we can maintain the texture. Oops. What am I doing? There we go.
They will call me insane for not picking a lane, and maybe that's not quite. And maybe that's not quite inaccurate. But if I lose my head,
I kind of like that. So yeah, this guitar, I want it to die at this point, but I don't want to lose the rhythmic factor, so I just pulled it down here, and then it just gives us this weird percussive thing.
they will call me insane for not picking a lane, and maybe that's not quite inaccurate. But if I lose my head while I'm making my bed, I guess I'll have no choice but to lay in it. I give up. I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going. I don't.
I'm gonna extra compress these two. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference.
I see fit.
Pressure's a bad call. Why did I mute these two? Feels like that should stay in there. Okay, I think we're getting to kind of like a decent overall mix.
I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under the influence of all I see, and I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep one foot from entering, and I keep on starting over. Once I get cursory knowledge of anything, I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered 4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades, and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me. But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it, I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've given up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. They will call me insane for not picking a lane, and maybe that's not quite inaccurate. But if I lose my head while I'm making my bed, I guess I'll have no choice but to lay in it. I give up. I see fit. I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it, I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it, I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me.
Okay. Let's throw the mastering plug-in on this and see what that does. I think it's pretty close. I've heard this song so many times now, so and I want to be able to hear it through the speakers to properly verify that it sounds good. but I think it's getting pretty close. I think I made the vocals. The vocals could use a little, especially the Bee Gees. I think individual Bee Gees need to come up. Some of them need to go down. So that's probably what I'll focus on for the rest of this sesh here. I don't know if it's cool to mix with this mastering plugin on. I've always heard not to, but I don't really know why. Don't really know why.
I'm an imposter, but I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I'm honestly under the influence of all I see.
Okay, let's get some Bee Gees going. So I'm gonna collapse this so I can really see.
I'm honestly under
This one. Let's just bump that.
I'm honestly under the influence of all I see. And I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep 1 foot from entering. And I keep on starting over once I...
Yeah, there's the one here that's like... Is that the wrong track? There we go. God, it's hard to see.
And I keep on starting over once.
That's the one I really want because that's kind of like the bass.
And I keep on starting over once I get cursory knowledge of anything. I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered 4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours.
This one's really subtle.
1,000 hours.
That one's maxed.
1,000 hours. 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours.
Oh, weird.
10,000 hours.
God, these are noisy recordings.
10,000 hours is too much for me.
I think I just literally need these to come up here like this.
By now, 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around.
Maybe
4 to 5 years.
let's get some of our send, the verb send automated so I can really like get some of this. I did some funky stuff the other day, didn't it? I don't know. I don't usually trust most automated tools because, yeah. Well, I think the problem, the issue I had with it, the issue I had with it was I had all my tracks super loud. So while we were mixing it, it was sounding good, and then I threw that mastering plugin, and then it just bumped everything down and squished everything super hard. So that's why I spent the early part of this session just making sure everything was kind of a reasonable volume before going into it. It seems to be working a little bit better now, but yeah, it's kind of I'm not too sure. And I'll probably send this over to my friend to master it after anyways. So I don't really need the mastering plugin, but I like to kind of hear what it's doing.
4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours
That's what I'm liking.
10,000 hours is too much for me to stay.
I think I want to do a delay here, so maybe we'll add another sned. Oh, I guess bus 28. I get so confused between buses and stuff. Valhalla delay. Just Valhalla everything. And then let's grab that, send.
Mastered 4 to 5 useful skills.
Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What am I doing here? Here we go.
I should have mastered. I should have mastered. I should have mastered. I should have mastered.
That might be cool.
4 to 5 useful skills by now. 4 to 5
Try quarters.
4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours. 4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me.
And then
I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things.
that's the one we want to be the.
I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me.
That's the one we want.
I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never.
Ooh, this is a bad. This is a bad take. What's happening here?
I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world.
I might just get rid of this.
I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me.
Yeah. I mean, mixing is one of those things. When I was in a band, I was in a band long time ago. I mean, I've been in bands my whole life, but there was one band I was in. This was before anybody really tried mixing or recording stuff at home. It was always like demos were like really bad, and then you have to go to a proper studio and record it. You didn't have to, but that's what the thought was. And we had this one mix engineer that was insanely good, and his turnaround time was so fast. And and I remember hearing his mixes and being like, oh, because we had sent it to a bunch of different people to mix, and like a lot of the mixes came back, and I'm like, I think I can do this better myself. But then we sent it to this one guy who cost about the same as everybody else, and oh man, it just made such a big difference. So like mixing is definitely an art in its own, and some people are so much better at it than others. And I'm sure, like, I personally could spend, I could easily spend weeks mixing. But I kind of like mixing while I'm working on music too. So it's one of those things. I actually don't really enjoy mixing too much. Like, I enjoy producing a lot, but I can get it like 95% of the way, and then that last little 5% that actually makes it sound amazing on every system, and that's kind of a mastering thing. That's where the crossover between mixing and mastering is, I think. That's the part I suck at, and I don't really want to be. Well, I would love to just be good at it, but I don't want to. I don't know if I have the. I don't want to put the effort into into learning that part necessarily, but I probably should.
Who I'm supposed to be, I'm honestly under influence of all I see, and I poke my head into the doors. I make sure to keep one foot from entering, and I keep on starting over. Once I get cursory knowledge of anything, I'm an imposter. I'm an imposter. I should have mastered 4 to 5 useful skills by now.
Okay, that's a little crazy, isn't it? It's not stopping. It's not going to stop. My feedback is too much.
4 to 5 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, what's really interesting I find about like production and stuff. I was watching this analysis of why the Killers song, Mr. Brightside, is like still considered one of the best songs of all time. And the guy dives deep. I think it's 12 Tone, the YouTube channel, and he draws on music notation paper while he's explaining stuff. But he was talking about all these production choices they made, and so like the song starts out. I wouldn't have wanted a world where no. Yeah, exactly, and like the difference between a song that actually stands out and a song that just gets lost in the background to all the other songs. A lot of it can be production, and in this Mr. Brightside thing, he mentions how the song starts out and the guitar's panned hard left, drums are panned hard right, and then the singing is in the center. And I never noticed that because I always heard it like out and about. I never really listened to it on headphones. But that production decision alone, super unique, super weird choice, but the guy was analyzing it, and when these guys that analyze these videos, they always attach so much meaning to this sort of stuff. And who knows, like maybe in the studio they're just like, let's just pan it just for fun, and then bring it together, and then it's going to sound like this big moment. But when he analyzed it, he's like, this song is about feeling kind of disconnected from reality, and so having those things panned super hard literally meant like the song at that moment in the song, everything's totally disconnected. The singer doesn't know where he is. And I think stuff like that is super cool. And that's where production is like, they could have brought that song to a different producer, and that wouldn't have happened. And then that's such an important part of the song for us listeners now. And I always wonder if how much of that is actually thought out while they're working on the song, or how much of it is just like, I think this is a cool thing to do. What algorithm would take so much of a risk that worked so close? Yeah, exactly. It's these human decisions, and I do think, and like with this song, for example, I wrote it while I was working on the instruments. I wrote it throughout the process, and naturally it kind of led to this sort of like lyrically and stuff. It has this specific meaning that the video wasn't supposed to be about that at all, but that's clearly what I was going through. So it's like these subconscious human decisions that we make while we're working on this art. But it could be working on anything. It doesn't have to be art. But these subconscious human decisions we make, based on what we're going through in our own lives at the time, can make such a huge difference, and can be like that's that. I guess what I'm saying is that's the coolest part of art in general, and like it's like unavoidable to put your own sort of life experiences into the art that you're working on. And yeah, I just think like production is its own art form that also has a lot to say, even though it's not in production. You're not writing the lyrics, but you're trying to form the soundscape around the lyrics and stuff like that. So it's so cool, and I think it's why it's so hard to actually do something that people notice. It's so hard to do something that truly stands out, because you need all of these individual pieces to come together in the most perfect way possible. And I don't think most people are actively thinking about what those decisions are going to mean in the end of the song, or in the at the end of the production. These things just kind of need to fall together, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. um I'm sure there's some people that overthink that kind of stuff too, but uh I'd like to meet those people.
I stood 4 to 5 years for skill.
I don't like the quarter. I want to go back to eighth.
4 to 5 years for skill. 4 to 5 years for.
What about, and so like in this case, like if we were analyzing this, oh, I've worked with so many DOPs who make a choice that just seems right. And as I film studies graduate, I see you're going with, or I'd like to create. Yeah, exactly. And Radiohead's one of my favorite. Um, Tom York is one of my favorite artists to kind of bring up when we talk about this stuff, because he's one of the most over analyzed artists on earth. And from my understanding, like a lot of it, like he'll do songs where he literally just pulls lyrics out of a hat, like everything in its right place. um the lyric is, yesterday I woke up sucking a lemon. What a weird lyric. And I believe I could be totally wrong on this, but I believe he pulled that lyric out of a hat, literally. And um people are going to analyze that over and over again and come up with all these meanings for it. um and I think that's really special. I think that is, I love watching analysis videos, because it's not so much what the artist was thinking at the time. I mean, that is cool. It's cool to kind of be like, what were they thinking at the time? But it's not so much if they were actively trying to say a specific thing here. It's more about like, what can we pull from it as an audience, and really dive into these little details that they probably weren't thinking about when they did it. I think that's so cool. And I would love I would love somebody to analyze something I've done one day, because I guarantee the analysis would be so off from what I was actually thinking, and so off from what I was intending. Um, but I want to see sort of what people come up with, because that's how an art form becomes like a communal thing. When people can take their own meanings from it and make it their own thing. Um, that's what's so special about it.
I stood 4 to 5 years for skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick.
Totally. Like waking up and soaking. Yeah, I completely agree. Um, yeah, it's all really fascinating stuff. I love watching film analysis videos too. Those are like my favorite. In fact, I watch those more than anything. Um, and it just again, it's all of these things that subconsciously you don't think about, but it makes you feel certain ways. And I do think I do feel like in film, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I do feel like in film it is a lot more intentional. Like specific camera angles are way more intentional. It could just be that I'm not, I'm not much of a film maker myself. Um, but it seems like different angles mean really specific things, and you can use those as a storytelling um, tool rather than like just trying to describe everything. Um, I just find all of that so cool, so fascinating, so fun to dig deep into. And I hope I hope that I like absorb some of it and then I use it subconsciously in my own stuff. But I don't know if I do or not.
Master, 45 useful skills by now. 10,000 hours is too much for me to stick around. I'm a jack of all trades and I'll never be great at the things in this world that inspire me. But there's no looking.
Okay, I want to bring out that doom 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 doom. As a film studies graduate from filmmaker, I'm definitely weaving a thread for my film student families. Yeah, exactly. It's all like the vast majority of people are watching things on such a surface level, but I do think a lot of those decisions make a huge difference. And it's like music too. I like I don't remember where I was thinking about this, but I was watching a show once and there was some dialogue going on and the music behind the dialogue. I was watching Silicon Valley, and they were having a dialogue, and the one guy was saying the nuttiest stuff possible, but because the music in the background was like, it was like locker room like pep talk music, everything he said felt awesome. Like I was like on board with what he was saying. But if and then I thought at that moment, and I was like, if they changed the music to be like ominous or something weird, you'd be like, this guy is absolutely nuts. And so that's a subconscious thing that 99% of the people watching that were just like, okay, yeah, this is the moment. That's what this moment feels like. But um, it's the music alone is just one little tool that really reinforced the mood they were going for in that. Um, and I think that's so cool. I think that is so darn cool. And it's like why I want to do all of this stuff. Those kind of things make all of this worth doing. It all comes down to psychology, I guess, at the end of the day, which is a whole rabbit hole as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull every time. Oh, I only do it twice, so that's convenient. I'm gonna pull these. Oh, did I grab? Okay, good. Down. There's a great vid playing the opening two parts of the Caribbean with different genres of music. Ooh, I would love you to send me the link to that video if you can find it. Because Pirates of the Caribbean is obviously one of the greatest movies. And the opening sequence of him, I watched a analysis of him, or the introduction of Jack Sparrow and all the different angles they do, and there's like no dialogue, but throughout this sequence of events, and it's just like different camera angles, different actions that he's doing, you get a full you get a complete, like, the super comprehensive idea of who this character is for the rest of the movies from this one intro thing, and he stays consistent to that character throughout all the movies following, and I think that is so cool. But Pirates of the Caribbean is like a masterclass of storytelling, um, visual storytelling. Okay, let's make this a little more aggressive. Nice, nice. Can you link it in the chat or send it to me on Discord if you can't? But either way, it's actually yeah. Either way, it's fine.
But there's no looking back, and I've made.
I'm actually gonna probably put this on a send too.
But there's no looking back, and but there's no looking back, and I've made my own.
This needs maybe a bit of overdrive or something.
But there's no looking back. But there's no looking back.
Turn this down.
But there's no looking back, and I've made my. But there's no looking back, and I've made my. But there's no looking back, and I've.
What if we panned this?
But there's no looking back, and.
No, that's a bit weird.
But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right every day. I keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm high.
Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of volume automation on this because I think
But there's no looking back, and I've made my own.
I don't like this yet. Oh, that's why.
But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track.
I'm just gonna throw a separate delay on here.
There's no looking.
No.
But there's no looking back, and I've. But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building my life.
I don't even understand harmonically what's going on here. It's such a like I don't even know if it works. What is so like if I went to
But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep.
it's weird.
But there's no looking back, and I've made my own track. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on.
It's very weird.
I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building. I'm a master of who I'm supposed to be. I keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit.
God, it's so weird to listen to a song like that.
I keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I'm building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing.
I want to pull these chorus guitars out a bit.
On building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it.
Oh, there's no way I did it.
On building my life how I see fit.
Oh, dun, 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 na, 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 na.
I don't give a shit, cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like keep on building my life how I see fit. I'm building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right. I'm building my life.
Okay, of course. BGs need to just come up, right?
I'm building my life. Building my life. I'm building my life.
Why is this one so quiet? I don't even know what that is.
I keep on building my life. I keep on building my life how I see fit.
What is going on with this?
How I see
Oh, right. I cut that because I sang that so weird.
life how I see life how I see fit. I keep on building my life.
Okay, these need to be brighter, don't they?
I keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake. Keep on building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it, I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. I've given up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. They will call me insane for not picking a lane, and maybe that's not quite inaccurate. But if I lose my head while I'm making my bed, I guess I'll have no choice but to lay in it. I see fit, I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it, I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some.
I think I'm gonna fix one of the BGs at the end here. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Basically, I want the lead vocal to stay as present as possible. I might throw a little bit of verb or something, especially in the chorus, but I kind of really like how dry it is in the verse. But the Bee Gees, I want them to fill out sort of the space a bit.
I'm building my life how I see fit. I've been doing it right, every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. imposter like me.
I want to pull off the verb at the end here for the Bee Gees.
An imposter like an imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving.
Yeah, I think most of my Bee Gees are fairly panned. Like I did that when I did the original song. I could probably do more. I also have a spreader that really, like, this makes a huge difference. I can show you here.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified.
It's really subtle, but now it's with it off.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified.
Right, you like almost can't hear it, and then
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified.
that's kind of the like cheat way to do it, I guess. the problem is when I recorded all of this, like everything's on its own track for the most part. Like there's so many tracks of Bee Gees, which is useful for mixing because then I can like just only affect the second verse. Bee Gees are all right here, so it's easy for me to like focus on it. But it does mean having to go through and pan each and every individual one is like pretty annoying. Okay, what was I gonna do here? Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified.
Oh yeah, I want this terrified to just bump in.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of terrified of giving up 1,000 times. Times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this.
Yeah, these ones have to be bumped as well. This whole verse, basically.
Guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
That's actually too much. I need these just to be louder.
That I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
You really can't hear these, can you? Maybe I'll just... I'll just bump the volume of this one.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
Oh, actually, it might be cool for that stubborn part to like just kill the reverb on that.
But I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
No, it's a little weird. Bring a little bit of the verb back on that. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna call this again pretty soon. A little bit shorter today. I gotta go pick up some parts that I'm gonna 3D print for a guy in town, so I'm gonna go do that in a bit here. Just so you know.
Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. Thousand times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life.
That's a bit much.
That I'm just stubborn. I don't see giving up 1,000 times. Times, but I guess that I'm times, but I guess that I'm just stubborn. I don't see another way through this life. They will call me insane for not picking a lane, and maybe that's not quite inaccurate. But if I lose my head while I'm making my bed, I guess I'll have no choice but to lay in it. I give up. I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tail.
Okay, so that's the one thing I don't like is my lead gets buried on the second half of the chorus.
Building my life, how I see fit. I've been doing it right. Every piece of it. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't give a shit, 'cause I'm happy just knowing I'll never quit. It's like I'm doing it custom, and I'd love some more of that tailor-made identity. I won't need to fake it. I'll admit it's kinda nice to be an imposter like me. An imposter like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm terrified of giving up 1,000 times.
I'm so stoked you've been joining these. It's made these live streams like a totally different thing. Yeah, it's so fun, and I hope we can keep doing this. I think what I'm gonna do, I'll probably, at this point, this version of the mix is just like gonna be subtle little things. I kind of want to try some more, like some new stuff maybe on next time, because it's gonna be Friday. Friday will be the next live stream of this, of the music channel. So I will probably have a mix done, released sometime this week, and then Friday I think we'll do something else. I think we'll do something different. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yes, I love having a fellow artist on here to go back and forth on ideas and like talk shop. It's been so fun. Yeah. I think I'll probably just call it here, because it's been 2 hours now. I gotta go. I gotta go meet this guy. So, awesome. I'm learning a lot from you too. I think and I'd love to continue learning some stuff, especially on the film side of things. So let's keep in touch. I don't know if there's anybody else on the stream right now. It says there's 3 people, but that might just be like my wife with the stream open or something. But if anybody else is here, thanks so much for joining. But yeah, honestly, Mars, appreciate you being here. Yeah, take it easy, man. All right, thanks everybody. We'll be back next week with hopefully a full mix of this song. All right.